Yo, welcome in homie. Kick back, relax and let me hit your beautiful face with a fat stack of free to claim PC games. And if you're new here, this is what I do, scour the interwebs to find free games and serve them to your beautiful face with a side of weird humor and an Arnold Schwarzenegger-like accent. And let's start with the heavy hitting free game of the week with Redsec, the battle royale arm of the long awaited Battlefield 6 game. Redsec is a free-to-play destination built on Battlefield 6's iconic DNA. You drop into Fort Linden for a battle royale only Battlefield can deliver. It features massive scale destruction, fast-paced squad game and the deadliest ring yet in battle royale. If you jumped over to the Steam page, you would see that Redsec is currently sitting in with mixed reviews, and it's most likely tied to Battlefield 6 challenges tied into forcing players to play the battle royale for various unlocks, which is a pretty shit move from EA, but it's also EA, so what did you expect? Anyway, I highly suggest that you try it out if you're interested to taste the Battlefield Battle Royale flavor. It's free to play, so that's also kinda nice. Next up, I want to get your eyeballs on Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt, which is a thrilling free-to-play battle royale game set in Prague consumed by ruthless war between vampire factions. Here you'll get to use your supernatural powers, weapons and wit to hunt your rivals and dominate the night. Super juicy looking game with even juicier movement that makes this super fun title to take out for a spin and fairly explains why Vampire Bloodhunt is currently sitting in with mostly positive reviews on Steam. A bit of unfortunate news about Vampire Bloodhunt, this bad boy is expected to be shut down sometime in April 2026. So I guess you could say it's a last ditch effort from the developer to get their game out. Maybe get a bit of your hard-earned money on their in-app purchases before someone pulls the electrical cord for the server and they call it a day, or a night in this case. It's 100% worth taking for a spin while it's still available, especially if you like battle royale games with a twist of vampire juice for some added spice. Oh, and real quick, while I have your undivided attention, if you want free games served to you fast and with a side of weirdness, then can you do us both a favor and smash the subscribe button? You stay up to date on free games and I show the wifey that I can actually muster this shit. Oh, and as always, links to all of the games mentioned in the video are chilling in the description. They take you straight to the deals, no googling or nonsense required. Next up, I want to look at something on the chill scale with Guild Clerk, where the local adventurer guild is hiring, not adventurers, but the guild clerks. Here, you'll play an important role in handing out quests, goals and equipment as your actions shape the stories of these animal adventures. And in fairness, for better or worse. Yeah, very much worse. For some reason, I actually enjoyed the worst part of this game. It made me smile from ear to ear. It's an interesting game where choice matters, offers multiple endings and is kind of funny too, and super casual while we're at it. Next up, I want to take a look at Crystal of Atlan, which is a magic punk MMO action RPG where you can immerse yourself in a magic punk world. Here you get to build your skills, find and uncover the secrets of the world with your allies. I mean, it's time to embark on a wondrous journey of magic and machinery. I guess what the developer is trying to do here is to let you break free from traditional ground-based combat, and here you get to chain combos from the air to the ground combined with perfect airborne dodging, knockback collisions and environmental interactions. In fairness, it's a bit too much of the Asian sensation for my liking, but that's just me. Next up, I want to take a quick look at Superball, which is a multiplayer 3 vs 3 action game. An all-out blast of football in a somewhat cyberpunk setting. And here you get to choose a hero with unique abilities and conquer the sport of the future. Your accurate passes and strikes as well as artful defense will surely lead to your team's victory. So if you have very bad finger to eye to brain coordination, you're kinda gonna struggle. Superball is currently sitting in with mixed reviews, which could be tied to the game kinda feeling like a quick or rather cheaply made mobile game that doesn't feel very optimized either. Well, in fairness, it could also be me who just had a rough time with it, but that's the good part about free games. You can try it out for yourself and get your own opinion or see if you agree with my high state of the art review. 66 hours from writing this script, which means until November 3rd at 7 PM you can claim Stasis on GOG. Stasis is a isometric point-and-click sci-fi horror adventure game. And in the distant future, aboard a seemingly abandoned spacecraft, John Maracek awakes from stasis. Here, you must work to push him to new physical and emotional limits and unravel the mysteries around him. Stasis tries its best to intertwine a gruesome narrative with retro adventure gameplay. It combines items, interact with computers, and solve puzzles while experiencing the gritty atmosphere. An atmosphere that Stasis pulls off really well. It's really one of the better adventure games I've played in a long while. And remember, this is a free game to claim on GOG, so you will most likely have to hand over your email so that they can nuke your inbox beyond recognition with the marketing emails. If we take a quick jump over to the Epic Store, we have a total of 4 free games to claim this week. Bendy and the Ink Machine, Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit, Felix the Reaper, and Atlan Champions of the Forgotten Realm. Bendy and the Ink Machine is a first-person puzzle action horror game that begins in the far days past of animation and ends in a very dark future. Here you get to play as Henry as he revisits the demons of his past by exploring the abandoned animator workshop of Joey Drew Studios. With twists and turns around every corner, Bendy and the Ink Machine is sure to thrill you and decimate your childhood while it's at it. In fairness, you'll never look at cartoons the same way again. Bendy is a fairly juicy giveaway with a total price of €19 or $22 and is currently sitting in with very positive reviews. And alongside Bendy and the Ink Machine, you can also claim Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. And here you'll have to survive 5 nights of terror in this chilling adventure game. You'll get to travel between time periods, gather clues, and outrun the threat that is relentlessly pursuing you. Where the key here is to move swiftly and stay hidden, and you may just survive. But you have to be careful, it's not just your own life that's on the line here. Oswald's father and children from the past could all meet their end if you don't do your job and save them. So totally no pressure at all. And it's another decent giveaway from the Epic Store with an asking price of €20 or $23 to be exact. It's currently sitting in with overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. And in fairness, it's actually been a while since we've got an overwhelmingly positive reviewed game for free on the Epic Store, so that's extra nice. And then starting the 6th of November, you can claim Felix The Reaper and Atlan Champions. Atlan Champions of the Forgotten Realm, which is a Dungeons and Dragons strategy management game uniting characters from throughout the D&D universe into a grand adventure. The Atlan Champions is really something I have no idea about what I'm looking at. I mean, it's sitting in with mostly positive reviews on Steam, which is also surprising for my boomer brain, but I guess some people like it. In fairness, the game does what it advertises and does it fairly well, I suppose. It gives you all of the correct dopamine injections to let your lizard brain thrive, and that's about all I have to say about this juicy goodness. On the other hand, Felix the Reaper is a challenging single-player puzzle game. You take on the role as Felix, whose job it is to make sure that people die. To do this, Felix must work in the shadows and rearrange fate so that death is always the end result. At its core, the game is about manipulating shadows so that Felix can set up his targets safely covered by the shadows. The core gameplay has a Hitman, Go-ish, Monument Valleying and Sokoban-like simplicity running through it. And there are 3 rules that you have to master to become a successful Reaper. The first rule is stick to the shadows. The second rule is control the set shadows, and the third rule is make sure people don't make it out. Felix the Reaper is currently sitting in with very positive reviews on Steam with a total of 206 reviews. And that pretty much brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you 10,500 times for taking the time to watch my video, it's really appreciated. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't, subscribe if you haven't, why not? Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see your beautiful faces in the next one. Peace out.